I'll show you some mounting tips for your wired outdoor Wi-Fi cameras that have these dangly Ethernet ports that you will not use anyways. Plus, what if you only have this power outlet that you can use and the power adapter for the camera doesn't fit?
Hello guys, LifeHackster here. Today I'll show you some tips on installing your wired Wi-Fi outdoor security cameras. Now the ideal and cleaner install would be through a wall or through eaves or the soffit so that the wires are hidden and the cameras are plugged in somewhere in your attic or inside the house. But what if you don't have access to your attic or you just don't want to drill a hole in your wall? Well, this video is for you, so keep on watching. Also, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet. I appreciate it. Thank you. We are going to address several issues on wiring and powering your Wi-Fi security cameras, like if you only have a 1-gang 2 outlet outside, which I think most houses have. Also, if your security camera has a power adapter that cannot fit on the outlet, and more than likely it is also not weatherproof. Lastly, if you have this type of Wi-Fi outdoor camera that has an Ethernet port, but it is not PoE, and you're not going to connect it to your router. So you will only need to use the power port to plug it into the adapter, which is mostly a 12-volt DC. Wiring and connecting this is just an eyesore with an open Ethernet port, and you'll be thinking of just cutting it off or just cover it up with an electrical tape. Well, let's address this issue first. What you can do is use a plastic round box, which is also the one I used in my plug-in mount for floodlight cameras. And if you haven't seen that video yet, I will link it down below. You do need another item though, and that is a plastic junction box cover plate. For this demo, I'll use my EasyViz C3X, which is the usual form factor of a lot of wired outdoor Wi-Fi security cameras. But I'll show you the Reolink Duo and the E1 Outdoor also here in a bit. First, install the round box to the spot you want to install the camera. Cover the holes on the sides with the included screw caps. You also need the 12-volt power extension cable if one is not included. And make sure you have enough cable length to reach your power outlet. By the way, I will link all the items that I use in this video in the description down below. Drill a hole on one of the screw caps of the junction box. You can drill a hole a tad bigger than the diameter of the male plug end of the extension cable. And you can use caulking later on for weather sealing. But in my case, most cameras like the C3X and the Reolink will come with this weatherproof coupler. And inside you have this rubber gasket that has a slit and used to go around the Ethernet cable. But we'll be using this for the extension cable. So drill a hole just a bit smaller than the gasket. Route the extension cable and place the gasket around the cable. And push it into the hole to get a good weather sealing. Knock out the center hole on the plastic junction box cover. Place it on the junction box and get the power cable through the opening of the cover for now. Screw the cover into the junction box. Plug in the extension cable to the power port of the camera. Push the wires in and screw in the camera on the cover. Now you have a cleaner and professional looking install. As to the Reolink Duo, almost the same install except that it has a different mount and the mount has a hole for the camera cables to go through. So first, screw in the metal bracket to the cover and attach the camera mount to the bracket. As you can see, the hole is exposed and you can caulk this if you want, but I found this 3/4 inch rubber grommet at Amazon, which you can slide in on the Ethernet port of the cable, then on the power port. Plug in the camera to the extension cable, push the cables into the junction box, and then just plug in the hole with a grommet. Not a perfect weather seal, but it is better than nothing. And this install also applies to the Reolink E1 Outdoor pan and tilt camera. You can also remove the cover first and attach the camera and the mount to it. Route the cables into the hole and plug in the power to the camera. Screw back the cover, which you might need to remove the camera first. Once screwed in, just put back in the camera. Now you also have a clean looking install on your E1 Outdoor. On wire management, you can use any small wire cable clips. They're ones you can hammer in, or the ones that you screw in, or even ones that you stick it in. And if you want it more protected, you can use a plastic cable cover to prevent the wires from being cut. Then just route the wire to the nearest outlet plug. And this is where we're going to address the adapter issue. So these cameras are powered by a 12-volt adapter, or also you have ones powered by USB, which is a 5-volt adapter. Most outdoor power outlets are only 2 plugs, and more than likely if you have a 12-volt adapter, it will either cover the other plug or will not fit at all. If you have more than 2 cameras that you need to power, or you tend to use the outlet for other stuff like powering up your tools or appliances, then you will need a power strip. But you cannot just leave a power strip outside exposed to the elements. So I found this weatherproof box at Amazon and designed to fit a power strip, and has 5 cable holes that is lined with a rubber seal for weather sealing. When closed, this container is IP54 water resistant. You can leave this on the floor like this, but I'll be screwing this into the wall close to the power outlet. I'll stick my power strip using a double-sided mounting tape. To route the cables, we need to lift out this retention clip, and you can route the wires on the 5 holes. So the first one is for my power strip, which goes to the power outlet. I'll plug in my ring spotlight cam wired to the next hole, and put in the extension cable for the EasyViz C3X or the Relink Duo on the next spot. And you can also plug in your Wisecam V3 or Eufy Outdoor Cam or any USB powered cameras on the next hole. When everything is plugged in and wired, slide back in the retention clip and push it in until it snaps and locks in place. Close the box, and it even has an option to lock it using a padlock. Now all your cameras are powered and you have an extra outlet or outlets to power up your other stuff if needed. Well, that's it for this video. Any questions? Comment down below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.